In this world, I feel as people, we're often very result focused. And what I mean by that is we literally do everything based off what kind of results we get out of it. And I don't think that's the right approach. I mean, we see it every time, right? You take New Year's resolutions, for example, or whatever occasion when a bunch of people just randomly start setting goals for themselves. They get that motivation out of nowhere, set goals, but eventually, that, 2, 3 weeks later, they are going to quit. They eventually quit. And why? Because they don't see even little bit of results within that span of time, and when they don't see results, they get demotivated and they lose that hunger that they had, and they stop trying to pursue and actually get to that goal. And this is just it's not right. Whenever you have a mindset where you almost function of getting results or how fast you get your results, you're not going to find success in most things. You're not going to find success in most things. Maybe one in 500 people may have the luck of actually immediately getting results in whatever they do, but for majority of people, you're going to have to toil for a long time to see any kind of results. That's just the truth. You can't function of how fast you get things or how fast you reach your goals. Now, I'm not going to talk about this for too long because I feel like it's very obvious that you actually need to work hard for long enough to see results. You know that. I don't need to tell you that. You're not coming here for that. If you are, then you're wasting your time. But the point is, let's say you have this goal, right? Let's say that you have this goal, and whether you achieve that goal or not, or how fast you achieve that goal or not, the important thing is you going and putting your best effort on that specific day that will allow you the best chance to get to that goal. And what I mean by that is, let's say you have the goal of losing fat and gaining muscle, like literally everyone who does on a fitness journey, and you say, okay, I want to get to this goal, I want to lose about 5 kilograms of fat, 2 kilograms of muscle within the next 6 months. And whether you actually get to that goal or not is a different case, but every single day, or at least on most days, at least 5-6 days out of the week, are you working out? On the days that you've scheduled for yourself to go to the gym, work out, whatever, are you ticking that box? And if you are, I'm telling you right now, you're still winning in life, because results are often not up to us. We can't really determine results, but what we can determine and what is in our control is the effort that we do put in. And most people just don't put that effort in for long enough. They may do it for a couple of weeks but eventually quit. You don't want to be that person, because if you do it for a couple of weeks and then quit, there's no point. You're not going to achieve anything. But if you consistently over a period of time, months, years, it doesn't matter if you get into the results or not, eventually you will. If you are taking on this specific day that one piece of task that you have to do, if at the end of the day you can say that, okay, I'm done with this, that's a win. That is still a win. It's not, life is not all about results. It's about working towards it and putting your best foot forward on that specific day to get there. And if you do it for long enough, I promise you right now, you will see results. You will see results. There's no question about it. You will get rewarded for the efforts that you put in. But most people, they just don't put those efforts in for long enough. And unfortunately or fortunately, I do not know, we like to compare ourselves with people, right? And unfortunately, most of us do it in a negative way. We look at people who are better than us, or they have something that we want, and we're like, oh, I don't have it. Or they achieve the same goal as you faster or in a better way, whatever, and you're like, oh man, I wish I could do it the same way. You have to understand that, again, this is very obvious. It's different for everyone. Every one of us, two people could look the same, feel the same, have the same personality, and yet they could achieve certain results in a much different way, because their genetics could be different, the way their brain works could be different, their whole life could be different, the way their parents think could be different. Literally everything is different. So you cannot look at someone else and be like, oh man, I wish I got the same results quicker as well. Forget that. Be honest to yourself and tell yourself, ask yourself, are you doing what you can to the best of your abilities on that specific day? And if you are, that is still winning. I know you haven't got the results out of it yet that you expected, but you are still winning, and you need to understand that. If you think you're losing just because you haven't got results, that's the wrong mindset. You have to focus on the process, not always about the results. The results will come. Don't think about it too much. Just focus on what you can do on that specific day to give you the best chance of eventually getting those results. That's all I have to say. Don't be result focused, be process focused.